The number scaring buyers away from Vietnam is 40%. The number they should act on is 10. In July 2026, the gap between those two is the whole game. First, the real number. Goods genuinely made in Vietnam enter the United States at a 10% Section 122 baseline, stacked on the normal product duty, which puts most finished goods between 10 and 25% all in. And here is what buyers miss. Vietnam's rate fell from a 46% threat down to 10%, one of the largest drops of any trading partner. But that 10% is a window, not a floor. Section 122 is a 150-day authority, and the clock runs out around the 24th of July. Its replacement is already visible. The U.S. Trade Representative opened a Section 301 investigation on the 29th of May, with a hearing in early July and a proposed rate near 10 to 12.5%, possibly higher for Vietnam. The courts add noise. One struck the tariff down in May, another stayed that ruling in June, so customs keeps collecting. The lesson is simple: model both cases. Now the rule that actually decides your exposure. It is not the baseline. It is the 40% transshipment penalty, and it only hits goods routed through Vietnam to disguise another country's origin. There is no mitigation and no remission. To stay clean, the goods must be substantially transformed in Vietnam into a new product, under 19 CFR 134. Assembling finished Chinese parts does not clear that bar, and Customs issued a transshipment alert in December to enforce it. Picture the trap. A buyer moves an LED program to a so-called Vietnam supplier, but the boards are Chinese, assembled in a rented shed near the border. Customs finds no real transformation, applies the full 40% with no remission, and the entire margin the buyer relocated to capture is gone in one entry. Set against China, the math is clear. Genuinely Vietnamese goods land at a lower and steadier duty. The framework deal cut Vietnam's own tariffs on American goods to zero, and Vietnam keeps preferential access to other markets through CPTPP and EVFTA. The exceptions are narrow. Steel and aluminum carry a separate 50%, and some categories are exempt under Annex A, but your HS code decides, not the product name. So here is what we tell buyers to do before the 24th of July. Lock your origin documents now: the bill of materials, the in-house processes, the origin of major inputs, and the correct certificate of origin. Favor suppliers who own the transformation, and pressure tests that claim before the purchase order, not after. Model landed cost at both 10 and 20%, and confirm your annex's status by HS code. The tell is simple. A real factory answers in a day. A trader stalls. Vietnam is not the risk in this picture. Faked origin is. Prove real transformation, and the 10% lane is yours. That is what we do at Trade with Viet.